Hey everyone, this is the Original Gearhead here with a very rare tutorial video. So I surfed the entire website called youtube.com and I couldn't find a way that explains how to do this technique that I'm about to show you guys. And the technique that I'm going to show you guys is how I did the background blur from Escape and Spooky Camping Trip. How to get that nice motion blur in the background but still having the subject nicely in focus. So this whole thing is done completely in camera. There's no fancy editing or anything like that. The bad news is that you do have to have a lot of control over your lighting. It's a little bit tedious to do and it requires a good amount of setup. But it looks amazing and I don't see many people doing this even though it's very doable. It just sells a moving look very well. So let's get in how to do it. Alright, now that we have no overhead room light, we're gonna go ahead and dim our actual stage lights down by a lot. Right, so here is where the tedious setup begins. As you can see here, I have this little tripod head or stand, I don't really know what to call this thing, but I have it integrated with Lego. So the way it works is that anytime the camera moves, the little ship in the background moves at the exact same speed. And you can see in the monitor here, it's one-to-one, man. That background is moving. This is gonna be different for everyone's situation depending on what you're shooting. For me, I went through like the little stand with a pretty big plate. I had to modify it so that it was kind of snug in there so it wouldn't move around a whole lot. And then underneath so that it glides across the studs, okay. I have those little smooth boys on the bottom so that they don't catch on the studs as they glide over. So that's the idea with that. So whenever I move the camera, it slides nicely on this little makeshift rail system that I have, and everything moves along with it, and that's what you want. That's the only way that you can sell this effect. And so the reason that your lights are gonna be so low is because you're gonna have your shutter speed down to about a second. I mean, it doesn't have to be at a second, but I would have it at least at a second or slower. Now, this is kind of hard to do at first, but once you get the hang of it, then you can, do this all day. When you hit the shutter to take a picture, as soon as the shutter clicks open, you move your camera however long you're gonna do it. Some increment of distance. It should be consistent throughout the entire thing. unless of course you're easing in or easing out, but that's a whole separate thing. So, I'm gonna make sure my camera is flush against this little slider that I have here. Alright, so it's flush. Make sure that my vehicle is in contact with the thing that's holding it in. And as soon as I hit it, I'm gonna move it. As soon as the shutter closes again, I'm gonna stop. So like this. So here is the image that I just took. And as you can see, the background is very nicely blurred and the subject is still in focus. So now I'm gonna reset because I'm actually shooting this for Escape. It's not even done yet when you're seeing this video. And we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so here's the final product from what I just shot in that time lapse, and I'm pretty darn happy with it, so I think this is gonna make the final cut. You guys already know that though, because the video's already out. So that is how to give your rolling subjects some nice motion blur in the background. I know I kind of glossed over this tutorial. I just thought I'd do it because I found myself using this technique again, and I got a few questions about it in the van shot from Spooky Camping Trip. Glossed over a little bit. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial of how to do this kind of thing, like with maybe the rail system I have right here, or anything about this, or how to connect, whatever, just shoot me below in the comments. Okay, don't shoot me. Just hit me up in the comments. I've been trying to get in the habit of responding to you guys more, and I do like making these kind of tutorial videos. So until next time, leave a comment, smash that like button, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. This is the Original Gearhead signing off. See you guys next time.